on podcast. We took a week off, man, but we are back, and I got a very special guest with me. All of my guests is special, but this brother is what can I say about this brother? This brother is not a guest; he's a friend. He's a mentor. This brother's been in my life for well over 30 years. He damn near helped raise the nigga type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I can say that honorably. But he's a comedian. He took off in the comedian world. Man, let me tell you, man, Fago Red has always been funny, man. This dude is funny without trying. And we've shared so many laughs as an adolescent, but I never would have thought that he would have taken off to become who he is. I knew that he will always be great doing something. I used to bust his ass in the backyard on a hoop on a basketball tip. You know what I'm saying? Like I hold that. You know what I'm saying? If there's nothing else, I keep that one, right? But nah, man, this brother has been very instrumental in the comedy world. He shared the stage with so many legendary comics. He's on every week. He's so busy. It was just so hard to get him here. He's always doing something. And I thought that it was only right that I give Fago Red the platform here at Put You On Podcast. My brother.
No doubt, man. Thank you. That was a hell of an intro, man.
Yeah.
But you know I'm gonna have to say something about the basketball tip, nigga. You know damn well that was too much for y'all, man. I was teaching you back then.
For sure, you definitely
I was teaching you. You wanted to be good at basketball real bad.
Yeah, like in the podcast.
To do a podcast. I mean, hey, to be honest though, you was going hard. I thought you was gonna do something for real with the basketball. You know what I'm saying? You was playing this shit. Yeah, you was a little guard.
Man, introduce yourself to the people, man. Give the people a brief introduction of who you are and what's up with you.
Man, I'm right now by trade, I'm a stand-up comedian, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a writer, you know, I'm an actor, you know what I'm saying? Shit, a thespian, I'm a musician.
Damn.
You know, can be. Got a couple albums out from back in the day. I'm a fucking film editor.
Okay.
You know, with my podcast and my, we used to have a food review show. I edited that. You know, just throwing out all the all the shit that nowadays as like an entertainer you got to learn how to do. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, back in the day, like that was like a real flex. Like, yeah, I'm a writer, I'm a comedian, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a that. But nowadays you got to.
You said you got to.
You got to. You better. Because ain't no more listen to my demo. Ain't no more of that shit.
Even as a comedian?
Hell yeah. Definitely as a comedian, which is crazy. Ain't nobody to put you on no more. You know, they done ran Russell Simmons the fuck out of America. You know what I'm saying? His second coming to Def Comedy Jam was about to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all these comedians. Because I meet dog-ass comedians in different states every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, the new Def Comedy Jam would have been like some dope shit. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah, that shit would have been like...
Have you ever thought about doing your own Def Comedy Jam? Or something like it? I mean, your name holds weight. Like, you can get the people.
Yeah, I get the people. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's dope. A lot of people have tried it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. That's dope. But shit, it had to be, like, you know, that shit take money.
Do it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it take money. For one, because with the resources, everybody damn near got your same resource pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like back in the day when only one motherfucker had a camera or one person had access to HBO. You know what I'm saying? So you basically going up against people being able to do that shit themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, but I thought of more like things focusing on myself a little bit. You know what I mean? Like if I can include other people with it, like that's dope. Like a movie, you know what I mean? Something like that, or my own special or something. You know, a Def Comedy Jam thing would be dope. Like, that shit would be dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that would be dope. And it'd take a lot of work, too. It'd have to be a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? I haven't personally thought about it recently. I thought about it before. Like I wanted to turn like, you know, on nights where I had my comedy night, I wanted to turn it into like a Def Comedy Jam kind of deal. And which low key you could, but all the comedians getting smart now. They ain't letting you record their shit.
Say for real, huh?
Even the local motherfuckers with only 10 minutes don't want you recording their shit.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, not like that. I mean, because a lot of motherfuckers know the game now. You know what I'm saying? You just can't pull your cameras out and throw their ass on YouTube no more.
That's crazy though, because I would think that most people that do touch the stage just want the exposure because everybody grinding.
Yeah, but everybody ain't fucking joke resourceful. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes. So they'll fuck around and finally be able to write a set and then be like, yo, I'm trying to hold this under wraps. You know what I'm saying? You put this shit out there to the world, nigga, I can't really perform because I ain't got no more heat other than this shit that you done recorded. That's why a lot of comedians don't want you recording that shit. Because it's like when they go to another city, they don't want motherfuckers already knowing the jokes they about to say. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you can't go record Dave Chappelle shit.
Don't that take the authenticity away from being a natural person of comedy, bro? Like,
well, see, comedy is like wrestling, right? Comedy is like wrestling. Like, the part of the magic is thinking that it's real and thinking that what your take on comedy is the truth, right? Like wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Like it was only WrestleMania was only WrestleMania because as a kid you thought it was real. You thought people was really getting fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you really knew, like, yo, Red Robin don't lose. You know what I'm saying? You like in real life, Red Robin probably whooped Dusty Rhodes' ass.
For real.
But in that ring, Dusty Rhodes was winning. You know, in real life, Dusty Rhodes can't whoop no ass, nigga. When we seen Dusty Rhodes, maybe
he was whooping everybody.
He was whooping everybody. Bam Bam Bigelow doing that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same thing with comedy. You know, a good comedian, this shit seems natural. You know what I'm saying? So when I first started doing comedy, I thought everybody was coming off the top of their head with this shit.
Okay.
Like I'm watching Jamie Foxx's whole special. I literally thought that shit was off the top of his head. Richard Pryor, I literally thought Def Comedy Jam, I thought that shit was off the top of their head. You know what I'm saying? I thought motherfuckers was out there just, you know, I got some shit to say. I thought that shit was off the top of their head, fam. So when I started doing comedy, I started going off the top of my head.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was rocking that bitch. First 3 years, nigga, off the top of my head. And then I realized motherfuckers did jokes. Then it was like, oh, you got to write these jokes. But then I was like, hey, yeah, if you want to. But then naturally motherfuckers start hating this shit. You know what I'm saying? They start hitting you with, you ain't got no jokes. But then I understood, like, you need a routine of some sort. Like, it's dope to come off your head, but start coming up with philosophies. You know what I'm saying? Just because you come up with material don't mean it ain't authentic. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, fucking Malcolm X had notes. You know, when he got on that stage, that shit was authentic. You know?
Man, you've always had charisma. You've always been a charismatic person. What even inspired you to say, you know what, I want to take this shit to a stage, bro?
To the stage? Okay. All right. You ready for the story?
Come on. Let's get it.
All right.
We're here for a minute.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let me see how I'm going to start this. All right. So, I was younger, always wanted to see funny stuff on TV. Always wanted to. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had the internet and shit like that. I always wanted to see funny shit on TV. It didn't matter. You know what I mean? Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy, anything that motherfucker was acting funny or trying to be funny, I wanted to see it. You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, that was like fun shit. With that, I was looking for everything comedy, so I kind of became like a comedy aficionado. You know what I mean? Like connoisseur kind of deal. Like I wanted to see all the comedy. So 8, 9, 10 years old, I'm looking at Night at the Improv coming on TV late. You know what I mean? So I was able to see Ellen DeGeneres start off, and Chris Rock start off, and Dennis Miller. I seen all them start. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm from the hood, right? So I was always into stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy always, you know, the people drew to me. Like when I was younger, we used to be reciting Delirious and Raw like it was EPMD.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, like it was Eddie Murphy like it was EPMD. And you wasn't cool if you didn't know certain shits. You know what I mean, right? Def Comedy Jam come out. nigga, that shit blows my mind. Martin, the coolest motherfucker on earth. It ain't even like stand-up comedy no more. It's like a fresh dressed nigga talking shit, which was live as hell to me. And the comedians was live as hell to me, right? At that age, I couldn't see myself doing it because those niggas was superheroes to me. That was some extra strong shit to me. Like a one-of-a-kind nigga to be on stage talking hella shit.
How old were you at the time?
So I'm about 9, 10, 11,
Okay.
right? Def Comedy Jam came out when I was 11. We used to watch that shit as a family, nigga. I used to have to act like I didn't know what pussy was. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't laugh at the jokes, at certain jokes. I used to have to like that and shit, right? Because I didn't want the motherfuckers to know. I was sitting watching with my parents. I didn't want them to know I knew what pussy was and shit. You know what I'm saying, right? So growing up, so you know, you got high school. You know, you got Comic View, right? So by this time, about time 7th grade come, motherfuckers is saying I should be a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like 7th grade coming, I'm making adults laugh and shit, right? By the time I get to high school, nigga, I'm like this funniest nigga on earth, like the roast god. You know what I'm saying? By 9th grade, nigga, I'm the roast god. I mean, like heavy. I'll tell you the high school story, right? So Comic View come along and shit. Now I'm looking at this shit, but I'm looking at it like, nah, you know what I'm saying? That ain't me though. Even though when I say roast god, I don't mean for the 9th and 10th grade. I'm talking about for the school, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
Like I'm fucking King High School up, nigga. Y'all know I was fucking King High School up. I got a story about that shit too. Like when I first got in there the first 2 weeks, there was a nigga named Chocolate Chip Charlie running through that bitch. He was in the 10th grade. And he had the whole school on notice, nigga. He was a little black motherfucker from the King homes, and he had a group of tall people just walking with him and shit. He'd just be tearing motherfuckers out. Motherfuckers was scared of this nigga. Like this nigga had the whole school on notice, fam. You know. And one day in lunch and shit, second week of school, you know. Every year, motherfuckers basically assigned their tables because they wanted to sit where the cool kids was sitting the year before. For sure. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We sit at the table closest to the door. We like, don't nobody want this table. Me and my mans. Chocolate Chip Charlie and them wanted that table. You know what I'm saying? That bitch must have been the hype shit the year before. Right? That shit was weird to me. Like, why the fuck y'all want the table by the security and by the door? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Must be some weak shit. Like, stop the fight, like that kind of shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it was goofy to me, though. So we sitting there, these niggas come around, and they surround us at the table. Security ain't doing shit, right? So these tall motherfuckers surrounding us at the table and shit. And they like, yeah, y'all in our seats. I'm like, nigga, I ain't getting up, fam. I'm like, nigga, this ain't Ford, nigga. Right. This King. Nigga took a test to get in this bitch, nigga. It's going down. I had already put in my mind I was going to reinvent I was like, because in middle school, I felt like I ain't slapped enough niggas. So I'm like, nigga, I'm going to high school. I'm reinventing myself. I'm slapping the first nigga. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even getting off on that tip. That's how I was thinking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, dog, too many niggas played with me in middle school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I should have been slapping niggas since the fourth. Yeah, I'm like, I should have been slapping niggas since the 4th grade, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and here, you know, it's fuck that. You know, so I was, you know, what they say, standing on business now. Right? So, and it's so crazy, though, because where we from, nigga, that would have been a scrap, right? So these niggas surround us, and they like, yeah, y'all sit in our chair. And I'm like, shit. Like, fuck it. I'm like, man, I ain't moving. Right. My boy, like, you know, that ain't kind of scared, but he like, I ain't moving. Right? So we got our food. Chocolate Chip Charlie come. He take my man juice box and shit off his shit, right? Like, what you got? They taking this nigga food, right? And I'm looking like, damn, they taking the good shit off his shit too. The juice box in a little cup, nigga. I'm like, damn, these niggas about to die. This nigga touched my shit. I'm gonna have to fire this nigga. For sure. But King had a no fight rule. You fight, you got kicked out of that bitch. You out of here. You out, right? But I'm like, come on, you know. So they come around to me. Nigga, I say, man, I ain't giving you shit. So I'm like, damn, nigga, this is a scrap.
Why you ain't go to Ford?
Because I passed the test, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I passed the test. I don't go to Ford for.
Cass, Renaissance,
I don't go to Ford for. I graduated from Ford. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I graduated from Ford, but that wasn't the plan, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? Plan was go to King, go to college, be a millionaire.
I'm with you.
You feel me? So, I'm thinking Chocolate Chip Charlie about to scrap it out. Man, this nigga looked at me. And looked up under the table and was like, man, where you get your Rockports from? Pay less? That's when I was like, oh, this nigga weak.
Yeah, for sure.
I like, oh, this nigga want to roast.
He ain't even really with
look,
that.
Look.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and he a bum, because nigga, you can't get Rockports and Payless. He ain't got no jokes.
Right.
I'm like, oh, it's on, nigga. I'm like, hey, you corny. Man, nigga, when I tell you I hit this nigga with the blah, 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 blah. Dog, in the middle of that bitch, the whole lunch had surrounded our shit. Nigga, I look over, security laughing. His boys had turned on. They laughing with me.
That's
right?
crazy.
I'm lighting chocolate chip Charlie ass up. Wow. And he like bummed me. This nigga a poor kid. He fucked up. Shout out to all the poor kids, but you know, y'all should have shut the fuck up during roasting. You know what I'm saying? You could be poor on your own time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga bummy as hell and shit. And I'm like, dawg, that's your ass, nigga. Yeah. After that shit was like, man, I walked out of that bitch, and this is 94. Juice came out in what, 92, 91, so you already knew what was happening when I left out that bitch. Hella niggas was like, you got the juice. Yeah, you got the juice. Like literally,
they
word
was saying
for word.
that?
They was saying that, nigga.
Crazy.
Like hella niggas said
That's
that shit,
crazy.
like, you got the juice. Now they was being funny.
Yeah,
you know,
but they was being for real,
They was being for real though, because I did.
You was in the ninth grade?
I was in the ninth.
That's crazy.
And a nigga, 12th graders knew me. Everybody knew me. So at that point, nigga, I'm the man in that bitch, right? So I'm roasting, but it was a downside to that shit, because hella niggas wanted to jump out of test, and I'm lighting their ass up. I ain't even know I was this damn good. I'm like, oh shit. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, these niggas ready to roast, but they corny. Blah, 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 blah. I'm tearing niggas up. Blah, 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 blah. Now, that shit's so fun, but guess what? Nigga, I done tore everybody ass up. Don't nobody want to roast with me no more. So I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta figure out ways to roast. So now I gotta like save, now I gotta bully the bullies and shit, like save the nerds.
You know what's
right?
crazy, bro? Real quick, dog. Like the roast era. That's the roast era, bro. Like the last thing you wanna do, dog, in school, dog, is get roasted, dog. A nigga talk about you, dog, and make people laugh at you, dog.
Hold on, the shit was so cold, nigga. I was nominated for class comedian at 2 high schools at the same time. Nigga.
That's crazy,
nigga. I left King my 9th and 10th grade year. Like I'm in that bitch going crazy. I go to Ford. Motherfuckers know me from middle school. And from the hood, they like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Boom. I'm telling niggas, man, that shit took me 1 day to set Ford straight. 1 day, dog. That shit took me 1 day. And I didn't even talk about the summer school at Cass Summer School. I had to tear their ass up. This one nigga, I roasted this nigga. I guess that was the roast era. I roasted this nigga like every day for bail work. You know what I'm saying? Because I looked, you know what I'm saying? I looked innocent. I looked, you know what I'm saying? I had braces and shit, look weak and shit. And this one kid came in and tried to roast me. And I'm like, I took that shit offensive. Like, nigga, this Cass Summer School. The whole city go to Cass Summer School. You know what I'm saying? And they got like theaters for classes and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That bitch packed. And this nigga chose me. Bro, out of everybody at Cass, you roasted that nigga. Man, when I tell you I told this nigga up, and every morning for bell work when I walked in that bitch, I stood in front of the class. It was like, yeah. When the teacher walked in, then I sat down. I had niggas coming to class early just to see this nigga get that work. Now, that's Cass Summer School.
That's crazy.
Then I go to Ford. It took me 1 day. You know what I'm saying? It took me 1 day. Ford really wasn't no... niggas my age, a little bit older, really wasn't on that roast shit. They was trying to fuck. These was the motherfuckers that didn't get kicked out when they went through the sweep. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers who I was really roasting. I was kind of like roasting motherfuckers on my own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really had no competitions. And then fucking with the 9th and 10th graders in gym. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with them on some little homie shit, roasting the shit out of them. But
it seemed like in our neighborhood, bro, around that time, dog, like I can only imagine like niggas in your grade, bro. Niggas was trying to be cool, bro.
And sell dope.
Niggas were being cool, nigga. They trying to be affiliated with the streets. Niggas trying to get some ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a girlfriend around this.
Niggas wasn't even trying to only a few was trying to hoop.
Yeah. Niggas who could hoop weren't even trying to hoop.
Right. Yeah. So them motherfuckers, so they wasn't fun. That's why I ended up hanging out with them. They wasn't, at 13 we chose our routes. You know what I'm saying? At 13, we chose our routes. I went up to O'Hare, got the hooping. These niggas standing in front of the street trying to get off nickel bags. Like, nigga, we ain't even, your parents ain't even poor, nigga. We grew up, you niggas was fresh. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them niggas over there went to the streets for no reason. Just because they thought the shit was cool or school was fucked up.
Came from good homes.
Good ass homes, nigga.
Both parents in the home type shit.
Both parents in the home type shit. You know what I'm saying? When you see these niggas, they like, nigga, from the mile and all that. Like, bro, I know you, nigga.
Right.
I know you, Gregory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But Anyway, as far as right, so I was nominated for class comedian, but however, I made them change it from class clown to class comedian though, because we don't like that clown shit.
Yeah.
So this ended up happening, right? So after high school, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Fresh after high school, everybody was like, "You should be a comedian. You should be a comedian." Nigga, I was stone scared. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna do no motherfucking
High school.
Yeah, niggas was on my head, like on some LeBron shit. Like, you gotta do comedy. You gotta do comedy. Motherfuckers was trying to get me come down to fucking Coco's House of Comedy, graduating, like, nigga. But I was stone fucking scared, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
What was you scared of?
Man, getting on stage talking in front of people, nigga. Like turning that shit on as a flip of a switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I looked at it like, even though in high school and shit I was quick with it, I still looked at it like I didn't have to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Even though when I popped up, niggas expected me to say something. If I choose not to say something, niggas ain't asking for their money back.
Yeah.
Well, it might be, but niggas ain't asking for their money back. Niggas like, oh, he's just chilling. With no real obligation. You know what I'm saying? That shit was something different. So I was scared. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, nigga, we from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Niggas already try to play you a type of way if you too silly. Cracking too many jokes. And I wanted to be I was on some Malcolm X and I wanted to be a rapper. So I didn't want to, because I was rapping at that time. That's why I was rapping hardcore at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like hardcore. And I was cold at it. And I didn't want to not be taken serious. I'm coming from the Tupac era, where if you try to say something serious, you ain't had that jokey joke shit with your shit.
For real.
You had to be serious and niggas wouldn't take you serious. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit changed from 98 to fucking 2006 or whatever in that span, right?
Let me get this off real quick, Juan.
Okay.
Listen, let me give our station ID, man. This is a good show. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I got Fago Red in the building. It's your host with the most, Sean Don. You are watching Put You On Podcast, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for choosing WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. Again, I hope you're enjoying yourself, man. I am enjoying myself. I'm learning so much about this brother that I didn't even know, because he's a little older than me. You know, we was locked in because we grew up in the same neighborhood, and I seen Juan all the time, but he was a little older than me. So he was in high school before me, and to hear his experiences, you know, is enlightening, man. So thank you for tuning in.
Right. I didn't even look at it like that. Yeah, you're right. All this shit was going on.
Yeah.
And y'all niggas, y'all didn't even know.
Yeah.
Big bros in this bitch battling.
Battling.
By
nigga.
itself. By itself, nigga.
Yeah,
A bunch of motherfuckers I ain't know. I ain't go to King with nobody from the hood.
Yeah, that was
I went in that bitch with Dockers on.
Dolo.
Yeah. All because, nigga, I should have slapped a couple niggas in middle school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All personality.
Yeah, right.
Charisma.
Yeah, right. I ain't know I had it, nigga. But, you know what I'm saying? But, so, I'm running from this shit. Everybody, I'm running, and I'm getting funnier and funnier and funnier. The older I get, nigga, motherfuckers, I'm talking about motherfuckers in real life is like, dawg, you should be a stand-up comedian. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now, Coco's House of Comedy is in the city, so motherfuckers got somebody to compare me to when they going down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit used to be crazy, bro. Like, motherfuckers used to invite me to parties like I was the DJ. Like, nigga, come to the party, my get-together, my kickback, but you gotta come to get the shit going. And I would do it. I would do it without motherfuckers even asking me. I go to that bitch, and I just felt like I was on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like when it was a crowd of people, I couldn't sit down. I had to, every time I talked, I had to get in the middle of the motherfucking group and like rotate, just turn around and just talk, and I'd be controlling the whole room and shit. So motherfuckers used to invite me to their parties to do that kind of shit. And when I would go to parties and chill out, niggas be tripping like, nigga, what's wrong with you? You know, that kind of shit. So I ran from actually being a stand-up comedian, right? I was running from that shit. Like, I want to be taken serious, nigga. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, the Tupac or Malcolm X and shit. You know what I'm saying? D. Jones, you know Damien, right?
I used to bust his ass too.
Right. Another guy you grew up with, right? Damien, D. Jones, he pops up one day, right? So I do a roast for him. Just on the strength from, yo, that's my boy. So I do a roast for him in like 05, I think. He was turning 25. But this nigga got his whole family at the fucking roast. And his family church. So his grandmama is sitting in the front row, You know what I'm saying? And he ain't got a lot of family members, so a few of these elder niggas is from the church. Nigga, I'm 25. I'm wildin'. You know what I'm saying? I'm working at the plant. I got 6 years at the plant, nigga. I'm grown. I done kicked it with grown folks, nigga. It's a roast. You asked me to come roast. What these old people doing here?
Yeah, for sure.
So I go there, nigga. I'm clowning, dog. I'm saying the wildest shit. You know what I'm saying? Grandma in the front row. You know what I'm saying? I think I said something like, when they was younger, I remember his mom. You know, I did like a roast, but it was like I knew this nigga. I was like, yo, y'all, everybody. Oh, this is what I said. I said, all y'all think y'all know Damien, but I really know Damien. I remember when his mama went in his room and found this shirt, and that motherfucker was like a license plate.
Oh, man.
Right? And I said that, then that's the look on everybody's fucking face when they did it, right? It was an old nigga in the back was laughing.
Yeah.
But the grandma and shit, they grabbed the mic and was like, all right, y'all, that's DeWine, right? So from that, 2 years later, you know, so the Chappelle show was out.
Okay.
So after the Chappelle show, you know, that shit was so gassed. After the show, and rightfully so, though. He wanted to do something like that. He wanted to do like a D. Jones show. This nigga didn't know I was as funny as I was, though. He just knew I was ballsy enough to be part of the show. He didn't know I was funny as I was. The rest of that shit is, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, my real thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That shit blindsided that nigga how funny I was. But, so he like, you know, hey, you want to do some sketch comedy? I was like, I don't know. At this point, I kind of had chilled out on rap because rapping was childish to me at that point because with all the Gucci Mans and the Waka Flockas, you tell a motherfucker you rap, they look at you like everybody rap. That shit was childish. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't getting no love. I'm 6'3", I'm grown, I'm 26, going on 27. I felt grown. You know what I'm saying? 8 years at the plant, you know, shit like that. I was like, man, I see, dog, but I don't feel like getting in front of niggas doing the goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. That's how I'm thinking. So he like, man, just come on down here and check it out. I'm like, all right. Nigga, we go down there first day to check it out. Another nigga I went to high school with, I don't know how they met, but this nigga, he's a producer of the show, King Ray, right? Shout out to King Ray. This nigga pop out with the camera, like, taking pictures. Nigga taking pictures for the flyer. So I'm like, damn, the flyer? I'm like, man, I gotta do the show now.
Gotta do it now, all right.
Damn. Well, one dude was on the flyer, and Damien must have told him the same shit because he didn't give a fuck about that flyer. He was like, no, I'm good. I still ain't doing it. I don't give a fuck you put me on the flyer. So our original flyer ain't our original cast. You know what I'm saying? So we do it in a mirror. So when I told Amir, you know Amir, woo. So when I told Amir, like, yo, Damien told me about the sketch comedy, I'm thinking he about to be like, talk me out of like, hell no, I ain't about to do that. This nigga say, I want to do it too. I say, nigga.
Shout out to my nigga Amir. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Right. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So we go down there and we do it, whatever. So we had a show. I'm nervous as fuck. We drinking and shit. I'm getting fucked up. We all getting fucked up. We all amateurs. No, we wasn't even comedians. None of us was comedians.
Okay.
This nigga Damien went and got some niggas off the street. You know what I'm saying? None of us was even aspiring to be a comedian, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This shit was like some recreation.
That's crazy. You
feel me? We do it. Name ourselves Shits and Giggles. Nigga, the first show was fucking bananas, nigga. Chaotic. Nigga, we had the world been waiting for this shit, nigga. We had to turn 100 people away at the door, my nigga.
Crazy. Where was it at? What's the hell at?
1515 Broadway.
Okay.
Right? When I tell you, nigga, it was thunder laughing, a nigga in the back almost died. That nigga was choking. He was laughing so motherfucking hard. He was choking, bro.
That's crazy.
The nigga was choking, nigga. Almost died, nigga. They had to die. I didn't know you could do that shit. They had to hurry up and take this nigga outside, get this nigga some air, everything, dog. And he came back in. We was, nigga, that shit was so, and it's videotape too. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was, that shit was wild. Nigga, I signed autographs. Nigga, I signed autographs at the end of the show. These niggas thought we was real fucking comedians. Like, we was getting real celebrity love off this shit, right? I was signing autographs, niggas. Like, I'm signing autographs. Groupie love. That shit was crazy, right? So then we doing these shows once a month. Now I'm a celebrity amongst King Ray. Also, this nigga King Ray was also a manager of Club TV.
Okay.
So his networking base was everybody at Club TV. You know what I'm saying? And he went to King, so Cass King and Renaissance, them kids still hang with each other till this day. These niggas call up 20 niggas like it ain't nothing. You know, Ford and shit, you can't call up 20 niggas.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Them niggas don't fuck with each other because they grew up with each other. But when you go to Cass King, you choose
That's
motherfuckers. Yeah, but then you choose people because you want to kick it with them, not because you grew up around the corner from the nigga.
It's almost like a fraternity, like a frat.
Yeah, you choosing your friends there, whereas Ford, you just grew up because of geographical location. You ain't really choose this nigga. You just ain't had nobody to play with. You feel me? That kind of shit. So everybody that's at our show is fucking hanging down at Club TV. So every time I go to fucking Club TV for a drink, nigga, I'm Kevin Hart in that bitch. I'm getting free drinks. I'm living the. I ain't got to go to no other bar. I ain't got to go to no other place on earth, nigga. When I walk up in Club TV, I'm that guy, right? We do a show once a month. I'm that guy. Niggas introducing me to their women. Like, he funny as hell. Like, niggas jocking me in front of their women. They women looking at me like, oh, nigga, if this nigga jocking you. You feel me? I'm going on dates to that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Trying to impress the girl and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, right? The problem was, respectfully, shout out to my nigga King, right? These niggas wasn't investing into the company. You know what I'm saying? After every bag, they taking it and living their life with it, but not putting the re-up money up. You know what I'm saying? So the show ain't last that long. You know what I'm saying? It might have last, I think we did like 5 or 6 shows. This is like 07. Okay. And we tried to stretch that shit out to about 08, I think. You know what I'm saying? But it was the happeningest shit in the fucking city. I remember Mike Bonner, this motherfucker Mike Bonner, but looking back at it, we had some hot chicks in the group, so he's probably trying to fuck. But after knowing the nigga he was probably trying to fuck and shit.
Mike Bonner, motherfucker.
Yeah, he was probably trying to fuck. But he had a show at Second City. He wanted us to open. But then the nigga went to jail the night before for child support. It's crazy.
A nigga or him?
Him.
That's crazy.
Him, dog. And what's so wild, we got a call from a motherfucker that had just got out of jail, like, dog, don't you have to show with Mike Bonner? He's like, yeah. Like, dude, that nigga was in jail with me. And he ain't getting out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so green on the business. I'm like, nigga, can't we perform without this nigga?
Right.
Like we the hot shit.
Right.
Not knowing it's booked because of this nigga. You know, if you feel me? So we was hot. So, but that shit ain't last long because, you know, niggas wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't putting the money back into it.
So it seemed like the comedy game, man, like coming up, it just seemed like people just did it back then just to make a couple dollars. They ain't really take it serious enough to actually want to invest in it. They didn't take the act serious.
Well, the shit was dead.
Okay.
It was dead. It was comedy in Detroit was dead after Coco's. You know, after Coco's. After Coco's, you had like an underground, if you know kind of deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what Kool-Aid and them was getting busy on. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? That shit was happening. But your average motherfucker didn't know about it. It was a total if you know, you know. Because when I first started, and I tell motherfucker I had a show, every single person would be like, damn, it's comedy in Detroit? It's comedy in Detroit? I'd be passing out flyers like, where they do comedy at? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, like, people wanted it and shit. So, however, after the show folded, Ray decided to do a comedy night at Club TV. Right? So I'm like, oh, you doing a comedy night? I'm like, nigga, since I'm that nigga in shits and giggles, and I'm the one everybody love, I know I'm hosting that bitch. I wasn't hosting it. He had CP hosted.
Okay, comedian CP.
Okay. He hosted it. And I'm like, who the fuck is CP? Then when I seen him, I was like, oh, this nigga funny. I was like, oh yeah, he funny. And then he my type of comedian too. Like the nigga not corny. Like he my kind of nigga. Like damn. Like, he would bring a nigga that's in my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it seemed like the comedy game, bro. Like niggas like you and CP amongst other people, bro. Y'all niggas been funny forever, bro. I went to school with him.
You went to school with CP?
We graduated together.
He your age?
Bro, he might have came out. He might have came out in 2002, but he was in Mumford High School. You know what I'm saying?
CP went to Mumford?
Yes. He graduated from Mumford High School. And that nigga was hilarious. Bro.
Yeah.
But niggas ain't know he was that funny, though, until he got that platform. You know what I'm saying? Then bam.
He's a natural funny.
Yeah, but it seemed like, man, a lot of cats, man, who touched that stage, man, been funny a long time ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So wait a minute, we could talk about that, but so I'm shortening this up so we could talk about that shit because that's what's wrong with comedy now. Ain't no natural funny niggas in it. But so you know, I wanted to keep. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I was like, fuck it, I do the stand up comedy because I wanted to keep the celebrity shit going. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you can, nigga, this shit can't be over like this. So I'm like, and then I'm looking at it like, now I got the balls now.
Right.
Like, now I ain't scared of hopping on that stage now, nigga, because shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nigga, I'm still not thinking you write jokes. I'm like, nigga, I do that shit. So they doing it. I'm kind of feeling some kind of way that I'm not hosting, but then at the same time, shit, nigga, CP killing that bitch. You feel me? So it was like, you want to get on stage? It was almost like fake, like, I'm walking in and niggas is like, I know you getting on stage. I know you. This is my very first time. I had never been on stage doing stand-up comedy, ever. As soon as I walk in, everybody, nigga, the security guard, everybody, like, I'm walking in, niggas looking at me like, who is that? Like comedians that has been doing comedy is looking at me like, who the fuck is that? Like, why everybody jocking this nigga like that? So I'm coming in the game as a celeb. Like, you feel me?
Okay.
I ain't coming in as a little nigga. So I'm coming in and shit. And I'm feeling it too. I'm like, nigga, Deion said, I'm like fucking Rick James through that bitch. Mm-hmm. Getting free drinks from the shit, from the bar, nigga. I'm total Rick James, nigga. Hugging chicks, all types of shit. All that, nigga. All that. And they looking at me like, yo, who is this nigga here? Right? They like, so you want to get on stage? I'm like, hell yeah. They like, so all the other comedians I seen get on stage, a lot of niggas really wasn't funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was corny because it was like they was trying to win the audience over. Mm-hmm. That's one thing about me. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to come to where I'm at on stage. Like I ain't ever trying to win the audience. The audience got to keep up with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's corny. Like, I ain't about to be here and try to figure out what y'all think is funny. I'm about to do this Fago shit. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all come fuck with me. That's just how I always did it. I ain't like, when I fucked with y'all, I ain't never say shit I thought y'all thought was funny. I was did me. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. So weird like that. You know what I'm saying? Just so happy niggas like that shit. But so I get on stage my very first time, nigga, freestyle, I'm talking shit. But I've always had philosophies in my brain. I've always had thoughts and shit like that. So I always had shit in my brain that appears as material.
Okay.
But to me, it wasn't comedy material.
Okay.
Like, I got a whole theory on why we be dating these retarded motherfuckers in real life and how it's really the school system fault. You know what I'm saying? Because we know who retarded in school, but as soon as they graduate, nigga, nigga, how you know who retarded or not no more? You know, and throughout the years, these niggas learn how to motherfucking mix into society to where, nigga, the retarded chick in the 12th grade is one of the baddest bitches, and the retarded dude is the star on the football team. Mm-hmm. Like, for real. Mm-hmm. Like, this nigga the linebacker. But this nigga stone cold retard the whole first grade, second.
Whole duration.
Yeah, if you would have seen this nigga in the second grade, you would have thought this couldn't do shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? But now you date him and be like, yo, all men ain't shit. Like, no, you dated the retarded nigga.
Yeah, for sure. You just didn't know it.
You just didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Because this nigga got a haircut and they let anybody sell dope.
Right.
You feel me? So I get on stage and shit, nigga, and freestyle, and I did that. I talked about that and shit, and that shit killed. I killed that bitch. So I left off niggas. I'm like, yeah, I'm in this bitch. Like, yeah, nigga. I wasn't even nervous. I was like, I knew what I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was beginner's luck. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that shit happened. And from then on, nigga, that was it. I was addicted.
You was off and rolling.
It was off and rolling from that.
I want to ask you about challenges, because we talked about your ups. You know what I'm saying? We talked about your ups and we talked about your wins. But I want you to give a brief outlook on some of your challenges you went through, man. I had Toy Tutal here not too long ago, and she was talking about the time she bombed, and you got to just get back up there and just do your thing, and, you know, just on her journey, you know, her experience. Give us one or two examples of your experience when you didn't do as well as you thought you should have, or you did think about quitting, and or you wasn't sure if that's true. Like, you wasn't sure that this is something that you wanted to do. Just something. Because, you know, we got, real quick, because we got people that dive into these into journeys, man, and in career fields, man, and a lot of people don't understand that you will have times when you just don't feel like it tonight, or you didn't do well last week, and you scheduled for this next coming week, and people was expecting you, but you know what I'm saying?
So it's like this. First off, you got to be doing something that you love. You got to love this shit. And when I say love it, that don't necessarily mean you've been thinking about doing it your whole life. You know what I mean? It's just something your body just you can't take you away from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you really know you want to do it or not after you bomb. Like, comedy is easy as fuck if you're doing good. But if you bomb, you're going to feel like you want to kill yourself because, I'm not literally.
Right.
But,
I'm with you.
But because it's so judgmental. You know what I'm saying? And it's never in the middle. If you make motherfuckers laugh, they will look at you as being on the same level as Richard Pryor. If you get on stage and you're not funny, they don't give a fuck about you trying hard or nothing. You look dumb as fuck to them. You wasted their money. They had to sit through that bullshit. Like, you look dumb as fuck that day. Motherfuckers literally act like they hate you when you bomb.
That's crazy.
Like, for real, bro. That's why when I would go on stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I'm a fly nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm from 7 Mile, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't I'm not about to come here and tap dance for you niggas. So, never will I go on stage and feel like and succumb to the judgment of the audience. Because y'all can't even do what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could, you would be up here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't succumb to the judgment of an audience. You feel me?
So hecklers and faces and all that shit don't mean nothing to you.
Hell no, because I look like, nigga, I'm on stage. I'm the one in control. This is my house. You know what I'm saying? I used to start my set off by saying, fuck y'all. I felt good. And that relaxed them too. Like, oh yeah, this ain't the comedian we can bully with our eyes. Because a lot of times motherfuckers be trying to bully you with their eyes and shit. Just like, you be like, nigga, how the fuck is you judging me and you can't come on this bitch?
It's funny. It's ill how you can read that though.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Oh, that whole bitch should be cracking up, nigga. I focus on the one motherfucker that ain't laughing. And you done seen other comedians do it too. You done seen other motherfuckers do it. Like, why you ain't laughing? Because that shit stands out like a sore thumb to us. You know what I'm saying? If everybody laughing and one motherfucker ain't laughing because we are gauging the crowd as we telling these jokes. Like a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, we dribbling, but we ain't thinking about the ball. We
see everything.
We seeing everything. Yeah. So we telling the jokes. The jokes is the dribbling. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we looking at who we might have to pass to. Oh, this nigga right here ain't laughing. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, right? So, bombing is a part of comedy because that's how you write your jokes. You know what I'm saying? You don't write shit. So okay. So I know I said fuck the audience, but at the same time, you got to be mindful of certain human traits. Okay, you can say fuck the audience, but a human trait is keeping a person's attention. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta respect an attention span. You have to respect the human's attention span. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you. And to me, that's me writing for the audience. You know what I'm saying? Take out the fluff in certain jokes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because niggas get tired. Like, motherfucker could come ready to laugh at you, but your joke too goddamn long. Too much fluff. Get to the point. Motherfucker actually yelled that out to me one time. The baddest bitch I ever seen at a comedy show was like, man, get to the jokes. I was like, damn. I almost died on that stage when she said that. Hell yeah. I was telling a joke. I had wrote this bitch out and I'm telling the joke. And she was like, God damn, get to the point. I was like, this the baddest bitch?
The audience get like that, don't they?
Right. Oh, yeah, they can. Especially the black audience. You know what I'm saying? Because they think they can, black people so talented, bro. You know what I'm saying? Black people are so talented, nigga. It's a million of me's. And they know them. They might be one. So while I'm on stage telling my jokes, nigga, he got sufficient people to compare me to. Because black people was that goddamn talented. I'm not a superhero. You know what I'm saying? I just decided to do this. Same thing with singing. We'll judge the shit out of Whitney Houston.
For real.
Because we know singers. You feel me? We don't know no Whitney Houstons, but motherfuckers would judge. So, learning how to bomb. You gotta learn how to bomb. You know what I'm saying? I'm really speaking to other comedians. You gotta learn how to bomb. You know what I'm saying? When you bomb, you can't act like you just got shot. You gotta act like you didn't bomb. And then two, shit, some of the old school niggas ain't gonna like you coming in hot because some of the old school niggas is only circulating on the local scene. So that means you taking bookings from them because these promoters want to see the hot freshness. That shit happening to me. I mean, like we got new comedians now. You know what I'm saying? And I be seeing some of the bookings, and I'm like, oh yeah, if they weren't here, I probably would get them bookings. But they not Fago though. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's always to make yourself who you are. Don't be trying to do no cookie cut ass jokes. The same joke, nigga. Yo, if you telling a joke, I should not be able to research that bitch on Comic View. In no kind of way. I don't give a fuck how you flipped and mastered. None of that shit. Talking about sneaking food into the theater and any of that shit. You should not. That shit should not be on fucking Comic View. You know what I'm saying? None of your shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be talking about every motherfucking thing, dog, that they see on Comic View. You know what I mean? So with that being said, when a new comedian come around, hell yeah, he gonna get your bookings because y'all telling the same jokes. This shit just fresher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's
originality.
crazy though, cause like I used to go to the Blackberry all the time, bro. Back then, you know what I'm saying, 10 years ago. Man, you tell the same jokes, dog, that you told last week, bro. Niggas not gonna laugh at you, bro. Niggas gonna be like, dog, you know what I'm saying? Yo, and a lot of comedians that would come up there, bro, you know what I'm saying?
You see me in there?
Yeah.
I ain't never do a set in that bitch.
Hell yeah. I think I seen you in there, but never got on stage. I think that you would just come in to see other acts. Now this was a long time ago, so don't quote me on that. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember seeing your face.
Yeah, because it depends. Though. Because some nights you would go there, and he wouldn't be able to put you. He wouldn't be able to put me up. Popcorn. Yeah. But a lot of times he put me up all the time though. But shit, Blackberry was one of the hardest. Blackberries and Mandy's.
And Mandy's on the east side.
Man, dog, them two was the hardest places to do comedy. Cause motherfuckers in Blackberry be like, man, get your bitch ass off the stage.
Yeah.
You hoe ass. And Blackberries was so small, so a motherfucker tell you get the fuck off the stage, and you go to the bar to get a drink, and he's standing next to you.
Yeah.
And you can't say shit because nigga, you're in a gang clubhouse.
Yeah, for sure.
Like all of them is one family.
Everybody affiliated
with the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit used to be crazy, bro.
What you got going on, man? Real quick, man. I want to we don't have long left. I want you to just tell the people, man, where they can find you.
Okay.
What you got going on? I noticed when I was doing my research, you know, on your, you know, what you got going on currently. You still popping up. You know, you got your own
room.
You got your own room, right?
Yeah, I'm at the historical Baker's Keyboard Lounge on 8 Mile and Illinois in Detroit, Michigan. Called Funny Mondays. Every Monday, I'm down there doing my thing. We got dope ass headliners every week. The crowd love it so much to where after the headliner, the crowd's still there, and I might put up some brand new, like you might get a whole second show after the headliner.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real, if you just stick around and shit. Every single Monday, that shit go. You know, I still travel out of town. I pop up here. You can follow my, if you want to know exactly where I'm at, like, you know, my shows, I can't think of the words I'm trying to use, but you know, my shows differ. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be any motherfucking where, all over the place. So you can follow me on Instagram at 7mile.fago. That's with a 7, the number 7, 7mile.fago, Faygo, Fago like the pop. You know, I'm on Facebook. You motherfuckers are so savvy with this computer shit. I don't even want to give out my Facebook name because it's my whole.
They gonna search you anyway.
It's my whole first name and shit. My first and last name. You niggas might look up some shit, but it's Dwayne Hampton on Facebook. DAJUAN Hampton, like the hotel and shit, like the Hampton Inn. DAJUAN Hampton on Facebook. A lot of information be on Facebook and. TikTok, that's Fago Red. I'm on TikTok as Fago Red.
Listen, man, if you don't mind, we only got at least 10 minutes left. I'm gonna run through my next topic, but I do want your opinion. You know, so if you can just sit down with me for a minute, we've been here this long.
Yeah, we kicking it.
Write it out, right? Listen, you are watching Put You On podcast, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. I want to thank Fago Red for coming in tonight. He's gonna sit down with us for a minute. I want to put my topic on your mind tonight. 50-50. We got Yada Awakening. If you're not familiar with Yada, he's a social media influencer. He has his own product. He cured cancer and amongst other things. But as of lately, Yada been going on this men ain't men and 50-50. Should a man go 50-50 with his spouse? If he does go 50-50 with his spouse, he's not a man. He doesn't deserve to have sex, and it's not putting his woman first. You know, your woman needs to not have to worry about those things. And I want your opinion. Give us a call, 313-355-6018. What do you think? Me personally, I feel like as a man that has a woman, you take care of your woman. This is just how I was raised. My father has taken care of my mother. He still do to this day. My mother doesn't have to worry about anything. Granted, I haven't always been like this. I've grown over the years to the idea that a man does take care of his woman, and your woman shouldn't have to pay bills, and your woman shouldn't have to worry about certain things, but she does have obligations. She does have certain things in the house that she's obligated to do. I'm not saying the man's supposed to do everything. I'm not saying the man's supposed to pay the bills, cook, clean. I mean, obviously, you know, you figure out what works for your household, but as an entirety, I feel like a man should be able to provide a roof, utilities, and space and comfort for his family. So I'm interested in how you feel. We don't have long left. I want to get Fago Red's opinion on that. If you're not able to call in, just comment. Just comment in the comment section, man, and let us know how you feel. This is a thing now. You know, they had a list last week about places you don't take your potential spouse on a date, right? And they done had 3 or 4 lists after that. So we're not going to get into that this week. But again, 50-50. Do you believe in 50-50 households? Or do you feel like a man supposed to pretty much take the full load? What do you think? What's up, Fago?
I definitely believe in 50-50 households. You know what I mean? But I believe in whatever it is you want to do. You're not going to tell me I'm not a man because I'm dating a career-driven woman. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm a sack chaser too. You know what I'm saying? I want my lady to be successful. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, to be honest, I'm not going to be attracted to you if you sitting around and ain't doing shit.
For real.
You know what I mean? So, but if you come in here and you say, I got my doctor's degree and I'm a doctor and I'm doing that, I'm attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? So you got this big-ass job making all this money, $300,000, $200,000 a year, and you just sitting on that shit? Like, that's crazy. You ain't gonna do that if you love me. We put our shit together, and then we, like, build this kingdom.
Come on, and we have something,
right? Like, now, it's not like I'm cracking the whip, making you go out there picking cotton with me, but you a career-driven woman. You know what I mean? You already is in your field. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to put nothing on the light bill because of your pride. Like, no, let's build something together.
Come on, I'm saying, right.
So, my daughter's mother, right? When she first was pregnant with my daughter, I told her she didn't have to work. She didn't have to do shit. And I meant it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was having a kid, and I would really pretty much rather her be around my daughter the first 5 or 6 years than any other stranger. So I was totally with it at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I'm with whatever work in your dynamic.
Come on.
But I'm not with a motherfucker telling me I ain't a man because of this. Especially a nigga with money telling me that. Because have you ever seen somebody, I don't know how much time we got, but have you ever seen a dude with money that lead with money and then don't get the woman he want?
For sure.
So he trips the fuck out. He spazzes the fuck out. And a lot of times those men that got that money, that's their only bargaining chip. You know what I mean? So they would like to create a narrative. They would like to create a narrative of saying, oh, if he can't take care of you, he ain't shit, because he's trying to eliminate his competition.
That's crazy.
Because he don't want to lose to a nigga that got less money than him, because he done put all that work in to get that bread, and he'll be mad at a motherfucker if you stop fucking with him to go 50-50 with a nigga. So of course a nigga with money gonna try to lead that narrative because a real nigga should be like, yo, whatever floats your boat.
Whatever works for you.
You know what I'm saying? Real dude shouldn't be talking about, now if you laid up on a motherfucker and you ain't trying to help her out and all that shit, like if you just being a bum about your shit, yeah, I tell you, you ain't a real man. But I'm not gonna tell you you a man because you're not a man because you and your wife is going half on some shit.
Yeah,
Like, nah, that's y'all. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if we started from the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And we both on the climb together.
Right.
Dog did an interview with someone who makes $15 an hour.
I seen that.
Right.
I seen that.
And
I felt bad for my man. 15, like he's about to cry.
Yeah.
I felt it.
But he made a lot of sense.
He made a whole lot of fucking sense.
You know. So look, man, we literally have 60 seconds left. I wish we had more time because I'm comfortable and. Man, me and Fago Red can go on forever. I wish we had more time so we could have got more into the story. But he coming back. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to make room for the next host and the next show. I want to thank you for tuning in and put you on podcast. Next week, man, we're going to have another special guest. And we're going to keep it coming, man. Look up Lock Life Dread Hut. And look up the Forum Magazine. I hold writing platforms on those particular platforms. And just check us out, man, and we really appreciate you. Fago.
Yeah. Peace out.
My dog.